Baki knocked out 30 pull-ups in 1 second, but because he moved so fast, the teacher didn't even see it. So Baki had no choice but to do it again. You could see Baki put in just a little effort, and the pull-up bar got ripped right off. He even flew up into the air. Seeing this scene, the teacher instantly lost it, deliberately destroying school property. He gave Baki a straight 0. Next up was the 100-meter dash. As the teacher's whistle blew, the other students all took off, but Baki just stood there frozen. Though Baki snapped out of it pretty quick, you could see him suddenly push off with his feet, and he actually launched himself into the air. When he landed again, the students were shocked to discover the spot where Baki had just stepped actually had a massive crater like a meteor had hit it, and that was just the beginning. During the softball throw, Baki suddenly slammed the ball hard into the ground. The massive force made the ball bounce up as high as a 30-story building, but because he broke the rules, Baki only got a 0. Next came the standing long jump. Baki jumped from a standstill. His feet were like they had springs attached. He jumped way beyond the sand pit. The students who saw this were stunned, but the teacher criticized Baki for jumping outside the pit, so there was no way to record a score. Soon they got to the final event, the 1,500-meter run, and this time Baki decided to give it everything. Looking at the scorecard in his hand, the teacher felt frustrated. If this kept up, Baki was definitely going to fail. But Baki asked the teacher what the 1,500-meter world record was. When he said that, the students all cracked up. After hearing the world record time from the teacher, Baki firmly said if he broke the record, could they count all his scores as passing? And the teacher was a reasonable guy. He said right then that if Baki succeeded, he'd give him perfect scores across the board. In that case, Baki didn't say another word. You could see him take off his jacket and start warming up. After seeing Baki's ripped muscles, the students were floored. They even started wondering if Baki was on steroids. And what came next was when Baki really showed what he could do. As the teacher counted down, Baki was already good to go. The moment the whistle blew, Baki suddenly pushed off. He took off like a rocket. In just 25 seconds he broke the 400-meter world record. The teacher was completely dumbfounded, but Baki's speed kept climbing. In the blink of an eye he broke the 1,000-meter world record. If he kept this up, in under 2.5 minutes, Baki could shatter the 1,500-meter world record. But just when Baki was running full steam, something went wrong. Years of heavyweight muscle training made Baki's body unconsciously activate its defense system. Baki's brain started imagining his body was like running with a 1,000-ton boulder on his back. Without a doubt, Baki came in dead last. But just when the students were all making fun of Baki for having terrible stamina, and that he'd definitely fail this test, the teacher surprisingly gave Baki perfect scores across the board.
合格だ。